Hi everybody, this is Kath Lloyd from Make the Change, and it's Wednesday night and it is Let's Talk. So tonight's Let's Talk is an introduction into the feed cycle in helping us manage change a little bit better. So we're going to be looking at F for focus, E for effort, E for effortless, and D for determination. Okay, so let's get cracking. We all manage to learn better, we all manage to concentrate better if we can get focus on it. So the focus is the bit about paying attention, because I don't know whether you remember when you did your GCSEs, or back in the day, like I was, it was O levels and A levels, that you can sit there and you can look at your notes and you can read through stuff and you can listen to stuff, but a lot of the time it was rather like this. And although you were reading it, you weren't paying attention to it, and so you weren't taking the information in. Okay, so when you are focused, when you're paying attention, you are activating the frontal lobe of your brain, which is the activation part. Okay, and when this part of your brain is opened up, it means you're going to learn something new. My husband's forgotten what day it is and he's calling me for tea, but I'm here with you guys, so I'm going to have a bit of a cold tea, unless it's in the dog, of course. Okay, anyway, never mind that. So yes, when we are focused, when we're paying attention, it's opening our minds up to something new, and then with that focus it is going to initiate change. All right. But the thing is, to initiate change, you have got to keep practicing it, or you've got to keep paying attention to it. So say, for example, you go and see a movie. All right, great movie, you really enjoyed it, and you discuss it on the way home with whoever you've been with, and perhaps the main characters, or the little twist in the story, or something that you weren't sure about, needed a bit of clarification on it. But the thing is, if you just leave it there, okay, and leave the discussion there, you're soon going to forget the film that you went to see. How many films have you been to see, yet you can't remember what they were, or what really was the story about? So it's about having to readdress it, give it some more focus, give it some more attention, so that you can connect with it again, and so then you're going to be building up the memory. You're going to be able to and this is where the rewiring is in your brain, so that you can really start instilling the change that is happening to help you, alter things that are going on. Okay, and this is like, and so this is then changing a habit. All right, so say, for example, you want to stop feeling sad, you want to stop feeling used and abused, you want to feel happier, more energized, fitter. Okay, this is where you need to keep practicing. All right, I mean, it's just like if you want to get physically fitter at the gym, if you want to lose weight or you want to build some muscle up, it's a lifestyle change, it's a regime change, and so it's about keeping the focus going so that you can keep building on the new habit, so that you can get the change that you want, whether it's your physical fitness, whether it's about your sadness, feeling hard done by, or whether it's about your education and building up your knowledge to gain the qualifications that you want. And at first it's really, really hard work, and this is where the first E comes into action, for effort. At first it takes a lot of effort, because it's something new, and and you have to really keep on top of the focus. It's about having to remember how you want to feel. You know, I've talked in the past about the night before, think about what you want to be feeling the next day. And if you're not feeling that feeling, you know, it takes effort to stop yourself from continuing the path that you're going on, to remind yourself of what you want to be feeling instead, and then starting to follow it through. Okay, and because it takes so much effort, your brain is actually triggering your body to increase your glucose levels so that you've got the energy to be able to do it. Okay, but the more you keep doing it, the easier it becomes, because you're starting to change that old habit into a new habit. But it doesn't happen quickly, unfortunately. For the majority of people, you know, it can take, you know, at least a couple of months. All right. And then for it to start becoming a new habit. And obviously, the longer that you've had that old habit before, the more hardwired those neurons are to that old habit, and so it might take a little bit longer than you expect to rewire for the new habit. Okay, but this is where it's about keeping going. It's about keeping your enthusiasm going. But gradually, if you keep the effort going, if you keep the focus and the attention going, it will gradually become effortless. So this is the second E. All right, and when it becomes effortless, that means that your brain isn't working so hard, which also means that that habit or that rewiring is actually starting to develop a really strong connection. Okay, it's, well, not just a strong connection, it's a new pattern or a trait, which I was talking about last week, you know, which is a long-term pattern. And that is, you know, when you're trying to make a change, that is what you want, that new habit to become a trait so that it is easier going. All right. However, to keep it effortless is determined by your levels of determination. Okay, so this is where it's really, really important to keep practicing the new habit so that you can complete the feed cycle. And it's about making a commitment to yourself to keep your level of determination going. So it's worth thinking about, when you're trying to make a change, what is your level of commitment to the change, whatever change that might be. Sometimes we're forced into change, so if there's a new regime at work, if there's new management coming in, if it might be something in your personal life, that something tragic has happened in your personal life and you're forced into change, or whether it's your own will to change. All right, there's still a level of commitment there to either conform to the change that you're given or being thrust into, or whether it's your determination and commitment levels for the change that you want. So it's worth thinking about what your commitment levels are, because the higher the commitment, the more determination that you will have, and the easier that the change and the feed process will work. Okay, but it might be, so, you know, it's going to be worth thinking about your priorities in life, all right, that will have an effect on your commitment levels. So your priorities in life will be about family issues, relationship issues, it might be about time management, it might be about finances, it might be about health, it might be about relationships at home or at work. Okay, And it may be that one, you might not be in the right place at this time to commit or have the determination, excuse me, to be able to implement the change effortlessly. All right. It might be that you've got to focus on something else first before you can commit and have the determination to follow through with the initial change that you've been thinking about. All right. And so this is why it's really important that when you're looking about managing change in your life, that you look at the whole of your life, not just one little section of it, because that one little section of your life will be governed or will have an influence by the other things that are going on in your life. All right. And so it's looking at the relationship between all of those things in your life to see how they fit together, what can be changed, what can be changed easily with less effort, but give you best results. All right. So really have a think about that so that you can have a better overall picture of managing your feed cycle. And to help do that, I do offer out a 20-minute lifestyle change consultation at the two events that I've done recently, Mind, Body and Spirit at the NEC and Achieve down at Bath. I was offering out 20-minute lifestyle change consultations there and then, on the stand. And, people find it really, really beneficial because it's amazing what you can discuss in 20 minutes that will help you move forwards in, making life better for yourself. And that's what I'm in the business of doing, is wanting to help you have a better, happier, calmer, more peaceful, stronger relationships, be a stronger and more confident person so that you can go out there and you can achieve everything that you want to achieve. Okay, so what we discussed tonight is the feed cycle. So F is for focus. Have your focus, pay attention to it, because it's the focus and the attention that's going to help feed you with moving forwards through the habit, or changing the habit, or rewiring the brain, whichever way you want to look at it, so that you can put the effort in and keep it going, so that gradually, as your brain rewires, as the habit becomes more natural to you, it will become effortless. Okay, and then have the determination to carry it on, to keep going even when times are tough, so that you can come out the other side with a new pattern in life, and which will really help you move forwards in the direction that you're going. So it's been lovely to be here tonight, and I'll be here again next week. Let's talk, and if there's any questions, just drop me a message. If you want to have the 20-minute lifestyle change consultation over Skype or over the phone or Facebook Messenger, whichever way you want to do it, then just send me a personal message and we can get that organised for you. But in the meantime, have a great evening, have a great week, and I look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Good night.